WDRS Talk is made possible by the Anchor app. If you've never heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. It's absolutely free and allows you to make your own podcast on your phone or on your computer. Anchor will also distribute your podcast on platforms like Spotify and Apple Podcasts. You can make money from your podcast as well without a minimum membership. It's all you need to make a podcast in one place. So, go and download your Anchor app for free, or you can go to anchor.fm to get started today.
You're listening to the Wolf's Den Radio Show. Talk.
Hey, sisters and brothers, welcome to another great episode of WDRS Talk, the Wolf's Den Radio Show Talk. This is your host and your brother from another mother, spreading cosmic love everywhere I go. Wolfimora on the radio, in your computer, in your ears, in your heart, baby. I hope you guys are doing great out there, and thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you very much for pressing that play button and listening to the podcast. Thank you very much for your support. And it is episode 30, a milestone, another 30 episodes done, and hopefully 30 more coming your way. And before we get to the episode, I just want to thank you again for joining me again, of course, and to invite you to subscribe to wherever you are listening to this podcast on. If you're listening to it on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel. If you are on Spotify, give it a follow. If you're on Apple, give it a follow as well. And like the episodes, and all of that goes to the algorithm of the internet, and it helps the show a lot. And yes, so please do subscribe. And you can also actually show support with some money and show financial support to the show by donating to the Anchor FM app, the Anchor app, or anchor.fm online. So if you go to the page of WDRS Talk, there is a support button, and all you got to do is press that button, and any amount is welcome. If you got $1 to spare, that's great. If you got $10 to spare, that's great as well. And you can do a monthly thing, a monthly donation. A couple of people are doing monthly donations, and I appreciate that very much. Love you guys. So if you want to show your support financially, you can do that on the anchor.fm website or the Anchor app. All right. So moving on, some news. I got a new band called the Melodies. Maybe some of you have heard it already. For those of you who have not, please do check us out on Instagram, Melodies Official. And you can find us on Facebook as well at the Melodies. Dees is a DEES. So check that out. And we actually have a single out, and it's all on Spotify and Apple Music and on and TikTok, and every streaming outlet has our song. Our song's called Laman, and it's a really cool song. So please, before or after you listen to this episode, please listen to that song and follow the band on Spotify. And we also have a music video for it on YouTube. So just type in the Melodies, and the song's name is Laman, Laman, and check it out. And spread the word, please. And the music video was directed by a very good friend of the band, Angelo Alonte. Thank you very much, man, for your support and for your help. And it's a great privilege to be uniting forces with you and doing hopefully more projects. So please check us out, the Melodies, man, and spread the word. Let's get it out there. Listen to it on Spotify, or on Apple Music, and watch the video on YouTube. All right. So now, moving on with the episode 30. And my guest for this episode is a great drummer of Pinoy Rock. He was the drummer of Juan Dela Cruz in the mid 70s before he came here to the United States, where he lives now in the East Coast. And his claim to fame with Juan de la Cruz, as we all know, Pepe Smith was the drummer of Juan de la Cruz on the recordings, on the studio recordings. But there is a live album called Super Session, and this my guest today, it was the drummer on that recording, and it was an amazing performance from the whole band, and especially from this guy, the drummer, and he has influenced my playing a lot just from hearing him on this album, and this is the only recorded music that he has. I'm guessing, but he continues to play until today, and he lives, like I said, he lives in the East Coast of the United States. And this interview was done a while ago because I was busy with a lot of band stuff with the release of the single, so I had to put the podcast on the back burner for a couple of weeks, and so this interview we mentioned Wally Gonzalez like he was because he was still alive, and so it sounds like we are talking to him about him like he was still alive, and he was still alive during the recording of that interview. So don't find it weird that we were, it was a kind of lighthearted when we were talking about Wally, but he was still alive. He was still with us during that recording. So that's what it is. Anyway, rest in peace, Wally Gonzalez. So anyway, I am talking about Mr. Senor Nides Aranzamendez. And he's the drummer on Super Session. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you got to go out there and get on YouTube. Just type in Juan de la Cruz Super Session and listen to that drumming. And he actually tells a very interesting story about the recording of that live album. And it's very interesting piece of trivia that I'm sure everyone will find, a fun fact. So anyway, so that's it. So I hope you guys are doing great out there. Thank you for your support. Subscribe to the channels. Subscribe to the melodies. Check our single out. Play it and play it and play it, and watch our video and watch our video. And please like it and all those things. That helps the algorithms of the internet in our favor. So anyway, here we go. Episode 30 of WDRS Talk, the Wolf's Den Radio Show Talk. This is me and drummer of Juan de la Cruz, Nides Aranzamendez. Enjoy. Hello, sir.
Hey, what's happening?
How are you?
Fine.
All right. Thank you very much, Sir Nides, for being here. I like your shirt. Can I see your shirt? Nice. Yeah, that's cool.
You like it, huh?
Yeah. Skulls pa rin, ha? Skulls until now. Yeah. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm fine. It's just that 10 o'clock, it's time to... But
I know.
okay.
So that's why I appreciate it. We'll get through some exciting stories and stuff, and then.
Okay.
But I do appreciate your.
This is my first time interview, so bear with me, okay?
Oh, sure. Wow. Okay. Now the pressure's on. I have to make it good. So, first of all, I want to, give my condolences to you because we lost Wally Gonzalez last week. I think it was last week or a week and a half already. And you were friends, no? You knew each other way back, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to say something? You want to say some words as a tribute or something? Feel free.
Wally is, we've been together a long time ago when we were still young with the Jungle Cuts. Wally was 13 years old and I was very young at that time. And that the first band that he has is the band where I was. So we were together at that time. So we've been together for a long time. So
Oh my God!
Yeah.
So your first band and his first band. It was your band.
No, my band
Or
where
you?
I was with Nilo Santos, the Jungle Cats.
Okay.
Then my brother left and Wally came in.
So who's your brother?
Paul D. Aranzamendez, he's lead guitar.
He was the lead guitar in the Jungle Cats.
Yeah, and then my brother is the bass player, Tony Aranzamendez. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So three of you were there other? How many siblings were you?
Five, four boys and one girl. And my eldest brother passed away already.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry to hear about that. Were all of you musicians?
Just three of us.
The three. Okay.
Yeah.
So, wow. So after Jungle Cats, you were. Oh, before Jungle Cats, you were with Wally in a band.
No, Wally and I, we got together with the Jungle Cats. The Jungle Cats is the first, is Wally's first band.
Mm-hmm.
But I was with the Jungle Cats before him.
Oh, okay. So, oh my gosh! And he was 13 when he joined. Is that what you said?
13 or
How-
14 around that time. Yeah.
And how old were you? Are you older than him?
No, I'm 15 at that time.
Oh, 15.
Yeah, I'm older than Wally. I think I'm 71 now. Wally is maybe, or we are the same age or something like that.
Right. So, well, first of all, before anything else, before we get into it, I just want to share my experience hearing you play drums, both on the record and when you played here with Juan Dela Cruz.
Okay.
So that Super Session album that you were in was such a big influence for the Wolfgang and / Razorback group, because at the time we were, when times were simpler, we were all hanging out with each other, so we listened to the same music. And the Super Session album was so influential for us because it was a live album. We loved Juan de la Cruz, we loved all the albums, but
Okay.
Super Session was a live album, and it's like, oh my God! And then we didn't know when it came out, if it came out before Pepe joined Juan de la Cruz, or was it after he left or something like that. So we were still in limbo about that fact. So when we of course the drums, the famous praktu praktu dan 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 praktu praktu dan dan dan, that song, that drum fill, I have copied it so many times in my songs or whatever, here and there, with the big flam and the bass drum. It's just so influential to all of those guys, who were part of that group at the time. And we were just floored, or we were already floored by Wally's playing on the records. And then when we hear him here on this live album, we're just like, okay, we're disciples already of Juan de la Cruz. We're disciples of Wally Gonzalez. And who's this guy on the drums? Nides Aranzamendez. Who's he? Because you never came out on anything else. I don't think so.
So you were such a mystery to us, and you weren't. And by that time, I'm guessing you were already living here in the States, right? In the
Yeah, there's a
90s.
there's a story about it. Um, I was with the Dow Beach, and then I came home to the Philippines, and because our band split up in Hong Kong, and then
Mhm.
what we did is we, me, Pepe, and Juan Dela Cruz, we recorded a movie with Gary Pocket, and then we were doing his music, and then at the same time, I was doing. Uh, Pepe wanted to stand up to sing.
Oh,
So
okay.
so
Oh, he was
I
a because he was the drummer, right?
he's a heavy drummer. He's a very
Yeah, I
good
know.
drummer. Pepe is a like Toad, like Ginger Baker. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So excuse me. So Pepe Smith is known as a drummer.
yeah, he's the original drummer of Juan de la Cruz band. But before me, Bosio was there, like Edmond Portuno. The Super
Right.
Session album, I think, is the third album or the fourth album of Juan de la Cruz band. So the last one is Mascara. They have Up in Arms, Mascara, and then Super Session. The Super Session was done. We recorded that in 1974 before I left for United States, and then
Mm.
they become the record became hit. But I'm already here in the United States, and there are a lot of people thought that I died already because I'm here playing. Also, I have a band here in the United States, the Islanders band.
Right.
So while the music scene, the Tagalog OPM, like Juan de la Cruz, three of them became famous. So every time they perform,
Mm-hmm.
they're hiring another drummer, but I left. But
Right.
yes. So the album of Super Session is technically just three of us, Wally, me, and Mike. And then Pepe at the time is standing up, and he only made one song there. Dodi put in the Himig Natin.
Oh,
Okay.
So Pepe was in the band at that time.
Yeah, he was in the band, but during that time, Pepe started writing his own music, and Mike is the one writing his own music. So,
Oh,
and
okay.
then I came in, and then
Okay.
we recorded the Super Session. So we were
So that
together during when it was recorded at UP.
yeah, UP. Oh
Yeah.
my God, it's so cool. And then you could hardly hear the audience during the breaks, but you could if you were wearing headphones. You could hear the audience clapping. It wasn't really a wild. It didn't sound like a wild audience. They were receptive. And what do you remember about the show? I mean, was it? Why was it recorded? Why was it? The idea of the record company to record
Oh,
a live
okay.
album.
Dodi Gonzalez is Wale's brother, and he is the managing the Juan de la Cruz band. And
Mm.
then he has a mobile. It's a 2-track or 3 tracks mobile studio.
Wow.
So what happened is uh, during the live recording, the only good music that could be scrapped in that album is Himig Natin and the marching band,
Uh-huh. This the intro,
the
right?
intro.
Yeah.
The rest of the music, because the bass drum is too loud and it cannot be released.
Okay.
So what we did is we recorded it in Sampaloc where Benji is the announcer. That's Benji. We've been doing that in Sampaloc. So
Hmm.
what we did, three of us, just three of us, we recorded the same music straight, no cut, no live,
So live in the studio.
live in the studio. But before and after the music, Dodi put and Wally put the clap and of the
of the of the of the UP show.
of the UP show of the exact same music.
Oh my God.
Okay? That's why, if you will listen closely to that recording,
Uh-huh.
you will hear the sound of Mike speaking is totally different when the music is coming in. It's,
Okay.
the one in recorded in the studio is really clear and dry. It's not, compare the himig natin and the marching band. Those are the real live.
Okay.
Okay?
Wow.
I don't know if I have to supposed to say this.
No, but that's cool. I mean, it's still
But
live.
Pepe made in one of the. I remember when I was here in still in Queens, I saw some writing that Pepe was interviewed and he said something that the Juan Dela Cruz Super Session is not really live. It was Duke. He said it.
Yeah, he said it. Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's okay. It's okay with me because it's still live. It's just
yeah,
live in the
it's
studio.
live. It's straight. There's no cut on
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
straight.
No cut, no overdubs.
Yeah.
Live.
We did it live the next day because after 3 days or 4 days, Donnie said the recording went up no good because there's something went
Ah.
on. So we have to use the same unit that he
Yeah.
used, and we recorded it upstairs on Benji's second floor.
Wow.
Yep.
That is a great story. Wow. That's the real story of Super Session.
I broke
You heard
the
it.
story.
You heard it
Wally.
here first, folks.
Wale, Pepe, Mike, sorry.
No, I think it's awesome because it's still a live album.
Yeah.
You know, you're still getting the true reaction of the crowd because you're using the tape of the show,
Yeah.
right? So it's still the real the true reaction of the audience. You know, you're not faking that. You're not faking anything actually. Yeah.
Mike wrote the music, but three of us put the music together.
Uh-huh.
We put it together because I didn't sing. Wally didn't sing. Wally was
Yeah.
just playing his guitar and playing my drum. So
Right.
we played Mike's music, and then we put it together.
So all those songs like Kagatan.
Yeah, that's mine. The
Oh,
beat.
that's yours.
I mean, it's not mine. That's ours, but that's Mike's song.
Oh, right. Yeah. That's what I mean.
We collaborated what we're going to be doing. Then when we have the beat, oh, this is what we do. We will do it the hard way. We will do it like upbeat. Sometimes like they did it with Edmond and everybody.
Yeah.
They will cut it down and we will really make it complicated, which is not on the beat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something different, original.
It's very different and very original. Oh my God. Ba-da-do-ba, ba-da-do-ba. What you're doing there, your drum pattern there, is like the basis of so much music in the 90s, including me, including myself. You know, it's the quintessential hard rock drumming. And we couldn't believe that a Filipino drummer could drum like that because up there with Edmond, you both of you had such different styles, but it was both so good, you know. But with you, our love for you and your drumming, it was just so solid. It was so solid. The flams were perfect. Your bass drum, the way I mean, that's why it sounded so good because it was in the studio, but still live. And the sound of that album is so good. I mean, the way the way you guys recorded it, raw. Oh my God! And then a song like the epic song. You have two epics there, Langit, and then the other one, Pinoy in Antiquities.
Oh, that one is a hard number.
Oh, that's a hard song. Oh my God.
I at my age, I'll tell you something. The hardest part in my life is when we were having our reunion 10 years ago. When you were there,
Yeah.
and we didn't have any practice like a studio. What happened is I was listening to that music. I'm trying to learn myself. And I'm having a hard time copying what I did 37 years ago.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
the
yeah.
hardest part.
Yeah, yeah. But you pulled it off. Oh my God.
Yeah.
You pulled it off.
But I did some what do you call it? Different applications, because at that time when you were there,
Mhm.
there's I was using two double bass and I made it a different sound. It's my own
Yeah.
style with the
Okay.
music.
Yeah. Okay. So since we're there already, I want to say something about those shows, especially the first one, the one in San Diego. It was a small diner. Do you
Yeah,
remember the venue? It was a
yeah, I
tiny,
know.
yeah, a
Walter
small,
was there.
huh?
Walter, the drummer,
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
he was
It
there.
was a small crowd. They obviously didn't promote it well, so it was a small audience in a small space. And that was the first that was actually the first time I ever saw Juan Dela Cruz ever.
Oh,
That was my first time to see Juan Dela Cruz. To all of them complete and you. So you were the session. It was the super session lineup, which is that was the only time I guess, other than the making of the album, that you were together, right? Am I
yeah.
right?
Uh-huh.
Holy shit!
That is the first time in history when I left in 1974. That is the first time that four of us together on stage
Oh my god!
doing the same music for the first time live.
Oh, with no practice.
No practice.
Because you I have I've seen a lot of bands here, like when you live here in the US, we see so many bands. No, you guys in that small place were so heavy and so loud, and just I was like, I can't, it's like I'm watching an American band, like an American band, like it's just as loud, just as heavy. And you guys were, I guess, in your 60s at the time, no?
Yeah.
And I was like, I posted something on Facebook like a couple of weeks ago. It's like, I hope when I'm in my 60s, I can play like Nides Aranzamendez.
You
Because,
can.
oh my God, you were a monster. You were really a monster. And then the next show in LA, same thing. I was watching you the whole time. I was like, my God, this guy is a monster. I can't imagine how you played back then in 74. I mean, it must have been. I mean, what were you a performer? Because I've seen still shots of you. You've posted them online, like from back in the day, black and white photos of you,
Yeah.
and you look like a very expressive drummer.
My drumming is an influence of Led Zeppelin, Santana, Mike Shrib. We're
Oh,
doing
Mike Shreve.
I'm doing the Soul Sacrifice. When we were in Thailand, our band we have the Santana Festival, and we were imported. We play straight Santana, also designed with all those congas and everything.
Wow! Oh
Uh,
my God!
yeah, and then when we went to Malaysia, we were being hired as Santana because we're playing straight Santana.
Wow!
And then in Malaysia, Santana came and stayed in the same hotel, and they were watching in front of us, and then Armando Peraza went up on stage and jumped with us.
Oh my God!
And then I met Carlos by the pool. So
You met Carlos Santana.
yeah, I met
Oh
Carlos. Yeah,
yeah, we have that in common. I met him also when he played in Manila,
he's a
and I
very
got to
nice
meet.
guy.
Oh yeah, I got to meet him in the press conference, and yeah, so I have a tattoo in my back. It's a full back tattoo, and it's the emblem of Santana, the angel with the
Uh-huh.
conga drum.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's on my back. So that's how serious I am with Santana. So wow, you played Santana. That's so
I like
galing.
the one I copy is Chipito Arias, the timbales player.
Uh-huh.
All his feeling,
Oh,
Mike's rib,
yeah. Like that.
because Mike's rib and the thing is they're competing, and Mike's rib is playing a Latin sound on his drum. And yeah,
Ah.
so Mike Shreve is a hot drummer, Santana.
Oh my God, I love Mike Shreve. I'm
Yeah,
that
yeah,
Soul Sacrifice solo in Woodstock was
yeah.
we, when we were, because Wolfgang Razorback, like I said, we were hanging out together, and we would partake in some herbal remedies and watch Woodstock, and we just fell in love with the festival, the movie, the Woodstock movie, and of course the Soul Sacrifice was just, for me, that's when I became a disciple of Santana, when I first saw the Soul Sacrifice and the drum solo and everything, and Carlos, his faces, his and that I became a disciple. I tattooed his emblem on my back. So that's serious stuff. So what was your, why the drums, and how old were you? Because
uh,
drummers have I don't know, we have a different, not the special, but a different kind of love for the instrument. It's
well, a long time ago, I don't know if you know the band Hijacks and Electromaniacs, when everything was instrumental. And then
mm,
the Hijacks drummer, the original drummer, was Dado Amores. And I was still young, and we were watching him play because he became the husband of my cousin. And when we were young, and in our family, they became three drummers: Paing Jose, Willie Jacinto, and me,
mm,
because of the influence of Dado Amores. So then the music at that time is still instrumental.
yeah,
So then there comes the Ventures, the Shadows, and they have a drum solo like Little
right,
B and See You in My Drums.
yeah,
And then you copy that because Filipinos are good in copying music using
yeah,
the ear.
yeah.
So I have two drum solos on YouTube. I don't know if you see them. The Little B and See You in My Drums.
Oh, okay.
Watch
I'll
them.
check them out. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I will. Yeah, yeah, yeah. See you in my drums. I like that title.
Yeah. Oh, you should see that. See You in My Drums and
Oh yeah.
Little B.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Is this a live solo, or is this in like a studio recording solo?
This is my Little B, and they're all live in California and PCR. It's on YouTube. You
Oh,
could see it on YouTube.
right.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen some of your performances, yeah, on YouTube, but I have to revisit it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is my influence playing all the music, and then I played in a nightclub with the downbeats third generation, because the downbeats and all music now long time ago they have different generation.
Right.
The original is Pepe, Tony Helandoni, Eddie Reyes, Tonet Fabi, and Charles Milay. They're the original downbeats. That's when the
Okay.
Beatles came in the Philippines. And then
Mm.
Wally was with me, and then Wally moved in the downbeats, and then that's the second generation. Even Mike Hanapol was with us. So when the downbeats came from Hong Kong, they're popular. And then in Manila, we are one of the popular band, the Jungle Cats. They're we are the one playing together, like
So you're like the Wolfgang Razorback of that time.
yeah, in Manila.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
But there are a lot of great bands in Olongapo, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So
I
yeah.
yeah, I heard about all of that.
Oh, they're great bands in Olongapo. They're heavy bands because they get all the latest records from the Navy from
Yeah.
America. So they're really, and they play every night. Not
Yeah,
like us, we only play on weekends.
yeah, right. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever play in Olongapo? Did you ever try it out there?
No, no, Pepe did. But me, I just went there for a visit one time, then I came back because I'm a really Manila band. Like,
Yeah, Manila,
yeah,
Manila boy.
we're playing in Manila Hilton, and we travel all over Asia.
This is the Santana band that you
Yeah,
had.
the downbeats.
Also, the Downbeats played Santana.
Yeah,
In,
downbeats
the, in your in your what was that, third generation already?
third
Or
generation with Boy Pexon, me, Voltaire, Tony Helandoni.
wow.
There are only two originals from the downbeats: the manager Eddie Reyes and Tony Helandoni.
Man, I would love to play in a band that played Santana. My
Yeah.
gosh. I actually, Wolfgang, we covered a Santana song, but it was the rock song of Santana, Open Invitation. Do you know that one?
I remember
I
that.
got an open invitation. Yeah, that's the rock. That's the most rock song that Santana has. So
I like
we
also Grand Funk Railroad and Led Zeppelin, and
oh yeah.
so that's my influence and Latin music. So what I do is when I'm playing Latin, I my touch is Latin. When I'm playing rock, it's rock. So then,
Oh,
so by knowing all of those different music, then you develop your own style. You pick up something,
right. Yes.
and then I use that, and that became my signature, like fill
Wow.
in.
Yeah, yeah. I think now that you mentioned it, yes, I can hear your feelings. The ta-da, 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 it's like it's like you said, like Chipito Arias, his ram tan 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 tan. You do that, right? That you have fill-ins on your snare drum that are and your snare drum work is just solid. It's just solid.
Yeah, the left one should be like pak, tuk, pak, tuk. You're solid. The way you play when you're playing rock,
Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty heavy, man.
So how long did you guys work on those songs for Super Session before? So did so and then they.
Maybe 2 months, 3 months, 2 months.
Oh, okay.
Because we're doing a lot of records. We're doing Gary Pockett's music, the soundtrack of the movie. I had the cassette tape, Mike, me, and Wally. And then the drum set I use is Pepe.
Oh shit.
Pepe has a see-through Pepe because that's what he got for the payment for the movie. And it's a low-budget film. And Gary sang at the UP before when we did the super session there.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So that show was booked, and then they just decided to record it. Is that the case?
No, Dodi is a really promoter at the time before the super session in UP. Dodi Gonzalez is promoting a lot of show in Makati already, like parties and so on. And then he promoted Jesus Christ Superstar, and yeah, he's a heavy promoter, Dodi.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Wally's brother.
Okay.
Okay. And that's how they started. And then we were playing cover band, and they started singing Tagalog at Luneta. I was there with Pepe. Pepe wrote the lyrics of Hibig Natin in the bathroom, in the toilet paper.
Oh my god!
And
So
then
that's true. That
Yeah,
myth,
yeah.
because it's sort of a rock and roll myth, but it is true.
No,
The
it's
myth
true.
is
I was there. Yeah,
wow,
yeah,
wow. So he wrote Himig Natin in the
Yeah.
bathroom. Oh my
yeah.
god!
Pepe is.
And it's one of the it's one of the defining songs of the Philippines.
Yeah.
Himig Natin. It's oh my gosh.
Writing music is a gifted thing. That's different. That's another talent from being a musician.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Mike, he writes music. Pepe writes music.
Yeah. Oh my
And,
gosh.
yeah,
It
that's
just
different.
so the whole Super Session album, that's all Mike Canopol songs, apart from Himig Natin.
Yeah, except Himig
Wow.
Natin.
My gosh. Grabe, no? So this is pre Laki Salayaw.
Lucky Salayaw is Mike's song.
No, yeah, but the Super Session album is pre Laki Salayaw. Wala pang Laki Salayaw at the time.
I don't know if that is on the second album. I think wala pa.
Wala pa, no?
Wala pa.
Because then Mike Canopol becomes
Kasi I don't know if the Lucky Salayaw is in Mascara because Mascara is Pepe is the one playing the drums there.
yeah. No, Laki Salayaw is already solo Mike Canopol. It's not Juan Dela Cruz. So I was just wondering So where Super Session is it before he went solo, or I guess it's
You
before
know,
he went solo, no?
if you will Google the discography of Juan Dela Cruz Band, there's a sequence there of the album. And then the Super Session, technically, they said they released it in 75, but it was done in 74. So, if I'm not mistaken, it's the third album or fourth album of Juan de la Cruz.
Okay.
But they made
Before,
they made about maybe 6 or 7.
yeah.
Yeah,
So that was
and then Wally made his own like solo.
yeah, Summer Wind and all of that.
No, Summer Wind is Pepe.
No, that's why his solo stuff.
Yeah, that's what happened when they started having solo.
Uh-huh.
Then that's when I came in. You know, like when you know how it is.
Right.
And then Pepe wants to stand up because he wants to leave the drums and he wants to stand up and sing.
Yeah.
So he cannot play two roles because, like, if you're playing drum, you're singing, you will be like just the eagle drummer singing.
Yeah.
But Pepe is like a Mick Jagger. He wants to
Yeah.
stand up and do his thing.
Yeah.
So they need a drummer. That's when I
Yeah.
came in.
Nice.
But
So
we've been-
before
But
so
we've been known each other before Juan de la Cruz. Yeah.
oh my God. So before they called you, what were you doing?
I was traveling in the band. I just got home because the band is split up in Hong Kong.
Mm.
And then when we were in Manila, I said, I will never play drums again, ever. And then
Oh.
I told my wife, you petition for me, let's go to the United States. I'm not going to play music anymore. Because we got busted in Hong Kong.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's serious. That's serious in Hong Kong.
Headline for 3 days.
What?
Headline.
For 3 days in the newspaper?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my. So what was your punishment? What happened?
Nothing. I don't know. I left Hong Kong and then so many long story.
Oh my God. Wow. Well, yeah, that's a good reason to quit music if you're. But what prevented you from quitting?
Well, after when I came in the United States, I started showing Dolby films because in the movie house and things like that. And then later on, there's a band in New Jersey, when Do Ditan from with Boy Cameras band left the band and going to Florida, and they said, Nides is here, why don't you hire him? So then I started playing again after 12 years.
Oh wow! Okay.
You cannot quit. It's hard. But right now, I quit music already. It's going to be 4 years.
Uh-huh.
But then when I go to the club, I still play music.
Yeah. Can't escape it, especially if you can still do it,
Yeah, like what you do, what you're doing now. Even if you reach a certain age, you will be able to do what you're doing. Believe me.
Well, yeah, I hope so. Yeah.
Yeah, you will.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, going back again to those Southern California gigs. Yeah, you were feeling it. It's like, and now that I have the knowledge that the last time you played that song was the actual recording of the album.
Can I tell you something?
Amazing.
when when we were together for the first time, when you were there, we were not able. I want to play the Great Pinoy Antiquities, but that's a hard number. They said no, we have to rehearse that. We have to practice that. So we were able to play that only during the Super Session reunion in Hard Rock, Manila, in Makati.
Oh, you had a show in Makati.
Yeah, that's the last reunion we have.
Okay.
Super Session in Makati, in Hard Rock Cafe. And then we did, you find it in YouTube. You type it there, Great Pinoy Antiquities, Nides, you type it, it will come up.
Okay.
If you want to see, If you want to see the whole video of me with Juan Dela Cruz, just type Nides JDLC and you will
Oh,
see
okay.
everything.
Nice. All right. So let's talk drums before we go.
Okay.
What so your foundation of drummers, as you mentioned a while ago, Mike Shreve, were the
Ginger
other ones,
Baker.
Ginger Baker, John Bonham.
Uh-huh. Grand Funk Railroad and Symphonic, like a Deep Purple.
Oh, Ian Pace. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ian Pace. Oh my God. And you know what I love about Ian Pace? I don't know, later when you can Google his live shots, because his drum set is so nice and it's so big. The tom toms are huge. All his cymbals are like at least 20 inches. So and he has that soft feather touch. So, I guess that's why he makes the cymbals big. So even if he just makes it, pitik, it'll be a big
Uh-huh.
sound. And yeah, how, did you get into the prog bands of the 70s, the early 70s, like Yes and
Yeah,
King,
yes.
King Crimson and all of them?
Black King Crimson, and I listened to all of them. And then what I like live drummers.
Mm-hmm.
Live drummers like Elvis Presley live in Hawaii. I watched that long time
Oh
ago.
yeah, the drummer there was so good.
And then the live drummer has always tendency to go faster. So in recording, I could tell if it's recorded live or it's recorded with metronome.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm guilty of speeding up so many so many times. It's only recently that I've really harnessed the excitement, because I speed up because I'm excited. The adrenaline.
Up to now, I do that. I am a natural speed. I cannot take speed because I won't be able to sleep.
Oh,
So,
okay.
so what really helps me to beat up the drums because I play arnis. You know arnis,
Oh wow, yeah,
right? So and then so when I'm playing, I'm beating up my drums. Plus, I really hit my drums hard because the drum sounds different
yep,
when you hit them hard.
yes,
It's like it yells. But then I also use dynamic. Like
mm-hmm.
I when the singer goes in, I go back because
Yeah,
I play in a nightclub. I play bolero, I play cha-cha, I play symphonic. So I played everything. I play jazz. I play so. It's like Edmond, like experience in playing things. So the
yeah,
more you know all those things, instrumental to double bass to what it is. So whatever's out there, I try to learn it, even though at my age. Because right now I'm so impressed with all those drummers that I see, even little girl, little baby or something. They know the music because they could see it already on YouTube. They could copy it. But
yeah,
ours is we only use our ears.
yep.
Yep. So I think that's the difference. And the musicians now makes more money than the one before.
Oh my God. Eh, yeah, tell me about it. Yeah, I agree with you with the hitting the drums hard.
Yeah.
And yeah, like you say, I think even not just drums, but even like guitar amplifiers, bass amplifiers. The more you drive it, the better it is. It's like a European supercar, like a Porsche or a Bugatti. You have to drive those cars fast, or else the engine is useless, because the engine is supposed to be driven fast. And same with drums, and maybe with guitar speakers. The more you crank it, the better it sounds.
In playing drums, you have to be really, really confident with what you do.
Mm.
Especially, there are a lot of drummers there. Especially like when I work in Okinawa, there will be like bands before me, and I will see a drummer, and I have my own attitude because, meaning, let's say, if I see a drummer which is better than me or something, I'm not gonna get nervous. I would say, okay, that's your thing. This is me. That's
Yeah.
it. I will do the best I can. That's right. And
Yeah.
then that's my attitude,
Yeah.
because
That's
there are
it.
a lot of great drummers there. There's always, you cannot say you're the best because there's always somebody next to you who's better than you
Oh,
are.
of course. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Especially drums. Oh my
Yeah.
God. There's there are these drummers on Instagram. It's like unbelievable what they're
Yeah,
playing.
there's
It's
so
like
many great ones.
unbelievable. I
Yeah.
can't like how am I going to compete with that? You know how I'm going to compete with that? I'm going to play slow and heavy, the complete opposite, and make that sound really, because I think modestly speaking, I think my signature is my snare drum sound.
Yeah.
I really have mastered. Well, not I haven't mastered, but I'm getting better at hitting my snare drum as perfectly as possible. The true sound of the snare comes out in every hit. Not just chamba hits. But
Yeah.
every hit, you're pa pa pa. It's the same sound every time, and that's what I strive for. It's like
That's what Mike likes. Mike
who?
Hanopol.
Oh,
Mike.
Mike Hanapol.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, he likes
Mike,
the snare.
did you hear Mike's new band now?
No, not
Yeah,
yet.
you should hear his new band, The Hanopology. Yeah,
What?
yeah, yeah,
Hanopology. Oh my
yeah.
God, ang galing.
Oh, you should hear one or two of their songs. They're awesome. The lead guitar, even the drummer, umuuso pare.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Hano. Okay, folks listening out there, Hanopology. Get to it. Search for that.
yeah. You could see
Wow.
it on YouTube. Mike Hanopology. You will see the video there. That's his
Wow.
band.
So his drummer is a younger guy.
Yeah, younger guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And Mike likes that snare, that crack.
yeah. Mike is just standing up now. Mike music is hard now. The Hanopology.
Wow.
Yeah, totally
But
different.
but he was always heavy. I mean, look at the Super Session album. It's all heavy. It's all heavy songs,
Uh,
you know.
Mike music now is totally different from Super Session.
Oh, okay.
They're doing the some of Super Session, but it will move to different areas.
You're right.
Yeah. But I could still do that.
Oh, I bet. I do not doubt. I do not doubt, sir. I do not doubt you at all.
Yeah.
I mean, all these. I don't know if you heard this, but Charlie Watts is not going on tour with the Stones.
Yeah, and I heard that
Yeah,
he
because I
got
think
operated.
he had surgery and he has to recover.
Yeah.
Well, why are you gonna watch the Stones? Charlie Watts is not there. Go. And it's like it's like the when I heard the news, I was like, oh my god, the replacement drummer is gonna be like, oh my god, I don't. It's like, and it's I think it's, oh gosh, I forgot. It's Steve Jordan is the replacement drummer. Yeah,
Yeah. The show must go on.
yeah, of course, yeah,
Like Journey,
yeah.
so many controversy,
Oh yeah, yeah.
with Steve Perry and Arnel, but now they split up again. Now they're doing show in Atlantic City in Hard Rock Cafe.
Journey
Yeah, Journey. Yeah,
with
yeah.
with Arnel.
Next show. Yeah, with Arnel. Yeah.
Ah, okay. So who are the drummers that you're interested nowadays? What kind of
Now,
music are you listening to nowadays, aside from the music that you already like?
hmm. um, well, I watch. Not really. I watch Steve Gott, Thomas Lang on YouTube. The drum. There's a show on YouTube like about all the drummers. I just watch those kind of videos, but not
Okay.
really the band. Because the
Right.
band, when I hear the music, I will just listen to the first three verse, and then later on, I know the music right away. Because
Yeah, yeah,
that's how it is. When you've been playing music for a long time, it's
yeah,
like first four bars, bridge, and then later on, you just adapt yourself.
yeah,
So unless it's obligated that you have to measure the beat, like blood, sweat, and tears, like chan 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 chan
yeah,
chan chan,
yeah. Wow. Did you
then
ever
that's
cover that song?
yeah, that's
Yeah.
yeah, because I like you really have to know solfeo, how to count it, where to put
Yeah.
the beat.
Uh-huh.
I know that. Yeah. But I don't
Wow.
read fast, I'm not like the other drummer that backup shows. They play good music. So in a way, I'm not. I don't read notes to backup shows, like Ringo Starr. Like I'm more like in a group band. I'm not in a show band doing
Right.
shows,
Yeah, yeah,
reading
yeah.
music notes.
Yeah.
They're great. I wish I could do it, but it's not my profession.
Yeah.
I'm happy with my contribution or what I did. I'm retired.
Oh my God, your contribution is Hall of Fame. It's Hall of Fame.
Thank you.
Yeah, your contribution to Pinoy rock, Pinoy culture is Hall of Fame stuff because you because even though the album itself was great, we're talking about Super Session again. Your drumming really affected all of us, not just the drummers, not just me or Miguel Ortigas or Brian, rest in peace, but everyone, even the guitarists, even the singers, they all loved the way you played the drums. And since Wolfgang and Razorback were a very big influence for the culture of that era, that means you influenced that culture of that era.
Yeah,
You
you know
know?
why? Because when I was traveling in all over Asia with the downbeats, our band is being there's a white band, and then I will be here. So my standard is I have to compete. I have to represent Filipino drummer competing with that foreign drummer or great drummer. So in
Yeah.
Thailand, there's a great drummer, and the other so many great drummer. So I have to do good. I have to really, really do good as a Filipino.
Wow.
So that's why when I came to even Edmond, because he went to Japan, you have to you have to play exactly how they're doing it,
Yeah.
so that your touch won't be, you should be there on top.
Yeah, it should be. It should be there. Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah.
It should be there. Yeah, it's like there are these sayings that you can. A great band always has a great drummer
Yeah.
or a good drummer, and a great a sucky band can sound great because if they had a good drummer, but a good band will never sound great if their drummer is not good. So
Yeah, I
it's
know.
really it's I I mean, not to sound biased or towards drummers, but yeah, it's really, especially in rock music,
Yeah,
the
and
drummer is the
you have to have a good bass player that the bass drum matches the downbeat of the bass.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
You have to be
solid.
really, really solid. The rhythm section should be strong. Like,
Oh my
yeah,
God, yeah,
if the rhythm section is solid, then you could put horn, you could put everything because
you can do anything on
yeah,
top. Yeah,
because the foundation, the drum bass lead keyboard is solid. But if one
right.
is weak, it's not. You could tell it's not gonna be. It's not gonna hit.
Yeah, it's not gonna hit. So what's in
Right?
store for you, sir?
Well, I'm retired and I'm enjoying my life, and I'm sad that Pepe left already, and Wally, and some of our great musicians that I know here in Manila. So I'm taking care of my health because I want to live longer, and I enjoy my life. And this COVID thing stopped everything from traveling, and then I cannot go home to the Philippines. It's going to be 2 years already, and I haven't seen my property there in BGC. So I love
Oh,
BGC.
BGC.
Yeah,
Everyone has property in BGC.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
where I live. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Do you still have
so
family? Do you still have family in the Philippines?
yeah, I have a sister there, and my wife too. Big family over there. So every time I go there, I visit bands and things like that. I enjoy.
Yeah.
I love Manila. I love Philippines.
Yeah, me too. I love
Yeah,
Manila. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
It's one of the best cities.
yeah. So I see what's going on over there because I watch it on TV, like YouTube. Everything they post, I watch it. And then
Yeah.
we have TFC and GMA. So I know what's going on over there.
Right.
I hope they get rid of that quarantine thing. And but
They
now we
just
have
have to, yeah, just vaccinate everybody so
yeah,
that the quarantine will be over already.
we have serious thing going on now here in the United States. The variant is going now. We have to start wearing masks again.
Yep. Yep.
Yep. Yeah.
Well,
So take care. Be
and
careful.
you and your wife are fully vaxxed already, right?
Oh yeah. Fully vaccinated.
Very
Yeah.
good. Nah, yeah. We have the same card. I have the same one.
Pfizer.
Yeah, Pfizer. Same here, Pfizer.
Yeah. So but
I haven't laminated mine yet, but I'll get to it.
no, it's laminated already. No, you don't laminate it. It's in plastic. You have to if you laminate it, it's no good. So
Oh,
you have to,
really? Oh, just
yeah,
plastic. Okay.
plastic so that when they can pull it, your second shot in September, they will write it down here.
Oh, okay.
Never
Oh,
now laminate. They will not
right, right.
issue you a new one.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. That's good advice. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, sir. Thank you very much. I
Okay.
really appreciate this.
Okay. Same here.
You're a Hall of Famer in my book and in a lot of people's books. And thank you very much for your time and
Thank you
take care.
too. Thank you.
Enjoy your
Yeah.
life, sir. I love it. I love it.
Yep.
Love it.
Rock and roll.
Rock and roll, man. All
Rock
right.
and roll.
All right. Thank you. Bye bye.
Okay. Bye bye.